What a wonderful world.
What's going on, guys? So me and Dad have just been to South London to view a certain type of car for my next project. We have seen quite a few of these in the recent months. We've seen the good, bad and the ugly, but today I finally pulled the trigger on one and yeah, done the deal. Won't be able to pick up the car for a couple of weeks yet, so we're going to get transport organised and whatnot. I'll catch up with you guys when we're bringing the new projects home. Morning all. So this has been the long awaited day for quite a while. We've hired a flatbed from Snowburn's Van Hire, and yeah, we're going to get on the road and go to pick up my new project. Right, we just arrived to pick up the new project, and it's not that Mark II, but yeah, get it all loaded up and whatnot. Right, so when we arrived here, you saw this Mark II parked outside, but it just helped then push it in. This is Jim and Andrew's next project. Get this Mark II back on the road. It's currently very low. It's got 100mm springs all round, so yeah, it's low. Boom. Right, all loaded up. Thanks a lot, Jim. There we go, guys. So just picked up the Mark II Escort. I've been looking for one of these for quite a while now and saving up my pennies, but finally the right one's come along. Jim popped up to me after I was a bit let down after looking at one previously, and yeah, he said he wanted to sell it, so that's how the deal come about. There we go, guys. The Mark II Escort is now in the garage. We were wondering whether it'd fit, but look at that. Couldn't have asked for a better space. Yeah, very, very happy. What me and Dad are going to do now, pack up the truck, get all the straps loaded back up, ready to be dropped off in the morning. And then I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow and talk a little bit more about the Escort. What's going on, guys? So it's now the morning after and the excitement still hasn't settled down for me. This is literally my dream car and I'm so happy to have it in my garage. Here it is. This is my 1977 Mark II Escort Mordor. It's an import from Portugal. It was imported in 2015, I believe. Currently undergoing the right-hand drive conversion. Just before I start showing you guys around the Mark II Escort, I want to give a huge shout out to St Albans Van and Car Hire. That was a really reasonable priced truck that we hired yesterday to go and pick this up, and I'm sure I'll be using you guys in the future again. So with that all being said, I am very excited and haven't really planned out what I'm going to do to show you guys around the Escort, but I felt the only logical way was I'll work from the back forwards, then we'll get it out of the garage, get a thumbnail and whatnot, and a good look around, even though it's raining. Without further ado, I'll show you guys around me Mark II Escort. Starting the boot. Wahee. Right, so someone's relocated the battery at some point. Not quite sure if I mind it in the boot or not. Might put it back in the bay, but we'll just have to wait and see. As you can imagine from old cars, people have always been tinkering with these and whatnot. This one's no different. I'm not sure who's been spraying this, but yeah, it's had a bit of work done down here. It seems pretty solid. Just a shame like all of this ain't been taped up, but it is what it is. A fuel tank there, an original one. Nice chrome bumpers. The main reason I really started in the boot was because I had all of this in there. Basically, we've got quite a lot to the car. We've got the pedal box, the brake servo, some what looks like front springs, not quite sure what they are. I've got 2 old lights, one new cracked one. There's loads of bits and bobs in here, mounts, braided lines. Got the original shifter in there. I think there's a short shifter, there's a stud conversion. Yeah, with the sale, Jim very nicely chucked in these brand new headlights, so thanks a lot, mate. As you can already gauge, this car did come with a lot of spare parts. This is the heater box, had a bit of work done on it. To be honest, I'm not quite sure on the condition of it, but think we could probably make something out of that. We've got the scuttle here. For anyone that doesn't know, you've got to remove this to change the wiper linkage to a right hand drive rather than a left hand drive. We've also got the prop shaft here. I think this has been reconditioned because it's got a reconditioned sticker on it. Something else that's very helpful that Jim had is the right hand drive dash. This is in actually really good condition. If you have a look here, all the studs are still intact. So that's all the parts from the back. What I am going to do now is I think I'm going to try and clear out the inside a little bit. I'll bung all the parts over there so I can sort through them, and I'll also tell you guys what I'm bringing out at the same time. Right, I've got all the column, the stalks, steering wheel, everything here. Bit that goes to the heaters, controls them and whatnot. We've actually got the left-hand drive dash as well. Blimey, that is in good nick. 2 front wipers. These just look like vents for the interior. Bonnet stay. We've got a set of clocks, but the only problem with these is they're in kilometres, so I think I'm going to have to get some new ones with miles in them, but it's not to worry, it's not the end of the world. Also, there is a rear screen in the back here, but there's no point taking it out. I'm just going to leave that resting on the rear seats. Right, that's pretty much everything out the back here. Loving the condition of these doors. Yeah, really am. Let me get the torch. As you can see, yeah, these doors are pretty clean. Look at that. Yeah, really nice. Door cards as well. Happy with them. Obviously, got the rear windscreen in here, so a little bit harder to see things, but if we just prop it up like that. Don't know if someone's put their own fabric on this or what, but yeah, it looks pretty nice. This rear seat's seen better days. Might just need upholstering though. Overall, pretty happy with that. All the roof lining looks good. Moving on to the front. These doors are pretty good condition as well. A little bit of paint needed here, but underneath, look at that. Yeah, boy. Pretty nice. Door cards are looking in fairly good condition as well. These front seats look good too. Seals are nice and clean. Yeah, all the floors are solid. Pretty happy with that. As you can see, Jim has already started to drill out the holes for the right hand drive swap, and these other ones have been plugged. All needs neatening up in here, but overall it's not too bad. As you can see, we've also got a vinyl roof. This is in really good condition. Pretty happy with this. No front window screens in because Jim's been tackling the dash and the scuttle and whatnot. And here we go. Onto the front of the Escort. I've literally just put the bonnet on and the grille to make it look like a Mark II Escort. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with this. So here's the heart of the engine. Currently missing, but I'll fix that. So it's got the cross member in it, steering rack, and it's also got the bigger tunnel. Don't think I mentioned that. Jim has done quite a lot of work in the bay, but I'll definitely be going over it because if you guys watched anything on that Mark II Fiesta, you'll know how much of a perfectionist I am. You're probably all wondering right now what engine I'm going to be going for, and I'll be going for a Pinto engine. The main reason for this is just because I want to keep it retro. I love the age-related engines in these old-school Fords. Although I've got a lot of respect to the Duratec and ST170 engines, I think I'd just like to keep it retro. I don't beat around the bush, as quite a lot of you know, so I will show that there's been a bit of cut in here. Basically, Jim thought he had to cut this out to fit the Z-Tech. Turned out it didn't, but that's not to worry. We'll have this all neatened up. From Jim, I also picked up this Type 9 gearbox, so that'll be coming in handy as well. Right, I think I've went over pretty much everything I can in the garage, so let's get it out in the rain so you guys can see it properly. Just rolled the Mark II Escort out. Look how good it looks. Look at that. Love it. As for the bodywork on the Escort, it's not too bad at all. Got a slight little bit of rust blister or something there. Doors are all clean. You can have little dinks and whatnot, but for the best part, I think this bodywork is quite reasonable. Little mark there. Another little mark there, but yeah, it's pretty clean. Got some little issues to deal with, but nothing really that bad. All clean in there. Slight bit of bubble in there, but nothing I'm going to worry too much about. Alright, I guess what's next is to have a little look underneath. Before I start showing you guys the underside, I just wanted to pay a little bit of attention to this Revolution alloy that Jim actually gave me with the car. It's stretched on this Yokohama A539 tyre. They're actually exactly the same tyres I run on the Mark II Fiesta, and yeah, it just looks pretty cool. He said he had this vision of it, and yeah, I could definitely see that myself. Not sure if I'll be sticking with them wheels though. You guys will have to let me know if you like the look at them. Anyway, under here, it's looking all clean. Someone's been round this and undersealed it, but yeah, the actual condition of under these arches is pretty good. Under this front one, it's pretty good condition as well. It's never going to be the prettiest, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, you know. Pretty happy with it. All been undersealed once again. I will share my opinion on that soon. Alright, onto the underside. There's been a bit of work done here, but it's all solid. Better angle there, really. It's looking all good under here. It's all been undersealed, which I'm not going to lie, I don't like. Mainly because I love to see body colour under these. But I just feel like underseal can hide quite a lot, but we have been round this, tapping it in all sorts of areas to make sure it's nice and solid. It's also got lowering blocks. You could probably see one over there. I can't remember how low it is. Jim did tell me. Moving back down the car, you can see it's had loads of underseal here, but it's all really solid. As you can see up there, there's no holes, no nothing. I mean, all the floors look solid. It's really hard without a ramp to sort of show you guys properly, but I feel like I've got quite a solid example. As we carry on further down the car, you can see all of these chassis rails are all solid. Underseal's coming off already. But no, look, floors are solid. The seal, I think the seal has been done. Yeah, we've got a little patch here which isn't too healthy, but I think it's not going to be the worst of my worries. And yeah, we come further under, you can see all of that looks nice and clean. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Look at the floors, they look clean as well. Right, it's just started pissing it down even more, so I'm going to take shelter for a minute and then I'll jack up the other side and show you guys that. I'm just looking again, there's no real bubbling around here. There's a bit of, don't know what's gone on there, slightly like rippled. If you open this door again, look, clean as anything. I've just jacked up this other side, as we can see, a bit of work again, but nothing too bad. Might need tidying up, but yeah, all looking good under here. The car did come with the rear axle, half shafts in there, diff and whatnot. So yeah, that's all good. Moving on again, we can see how clean this underside bit is. Underneath the driver's floor, chassis rail all there solid. I feel like with the rust and rot side of this Escort, a little bit of the reason why it's not too bad is I think because it's an import, better climate and whatnot. And yeah, there we have it guys, that's the hole underneath. Not too bad. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. There we have it, the wait is finally over. I know I've been teasing everyone on Instagram and Facebook about my new project, and yeah, here it is. I now own a Mark II Escort. As you can probably gather from my mood in this video, I am over the moon. I've wanted one of these cars for so long, and yeah, I'm just so happy I now own a Mark II Escort. Reasonably good condition, needs a bit of work, but yeah, I'm glad I've got one and we can start getting our teeth into this new project. I will come up with a game plan on how to approach this project, what I'm going to do first and whatnot, but I think I'll do that in my own spare time. Another thing I'd like to touch on is Mark II Fiesta, which is sitting right there next to me. That's not going anywhere, so don't you guys worry. It's actually going to be stored in a garage that I'm renting, so I will be taking it out every now and again, probably this winter, but then once the show season comes around, I'll be taking it out because this Escort won't be done this summer. I've got to give a massive thank you to my dad, because without him none of this would have happened. He drove the transporter, managed to swap all the garage about to allow the Escort to fit in, so yeah, thanks Dad, nice one. And I think that wraps this video up quite nicely. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like, and if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel to see more. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the next one, I'll see you guys later.